How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're just having a lovely day. So, still a lot going on. Still, we haven't even played another game without him yet. It seems like forever. A little less than half the season left. We're gonna play without Joe Burrow as a quarterback, and everybody obviously looking for answers to what has become quite too common, which is Joe Burrow being sidelined in a Cincinnati Bengals uniform. And a lot of questions say, hey, is it the play style of Joe Burrow? Is Joe Burrow, and we know how Joe Burrow plays. That guy plays like a monster. That guy does not give a down up. He's not going to take it. He's looking for the hits. He said it. I like the hits. I want to go out there and rough and tough it with the boys. I want to go out there and drag defenders down the sideline or down the field with me if I can to get some extra yards. He's not the type of guy to slide down and take an extra or take the yards and stop right there. And it brings up the question when Burrow keeps getting injured. And we really don't know what happened with this wrist injury. He had a sleeve on before the game. And my speculation, don't know anything. None of us do. They kept it hush-hush. But my speculation would be Burrow did something. He might have tweaked the wrist, something or another. And then they wrapped it up. They said, hey, a little compression, whatever, a little sleeve on, we'll be good. And it turned out in the game, that little tweak or whatever it was ended up being more than a little tweak, because when he took that tackle and fell straight down on it, that little tweak it became him trying to brace himself. It messed all sorts of things up, and now he's got a torn ligament. We heard that with calf injuries that could, tear an Achilles when you got certain ligaments not, firing properly. Could have been something in those regards where it caused something more serious or something minor that they didn't expect. And nonetheless, we've seen the calf, we've seen the wrist, the ACL. You can't really blame Burrow. They couldn't protect him. The appendix, again, kind of a freak thing. But we've seen him kind of hobbled time and time again on the field now, and you start to wonder, does Joe Burrow need to change his play style? And to me, that's a big no. I think there's one thing about his play style he can change. And that's, again, the scrambling down the field and then taking the big hits instead of sliding. There's some situations where he should probably just slide. He takes the extra yards. He can avoid those hits. But for the most part, what I try to compare Joe Burrow to is it's a prime Aaron Rodgers almost. You could call him prime Mahomes, but he don't have the arm strength that, you don't have that cannon Mahomes does. I think Mahomes a little bit more athletic. But he does remind me a lot of a prime Aaron Rodgers, where Aaron Rodgers was so known for scrambling out of the pocket, extending plays, and then there's Jordy down this, there's Devontae wide open down the field, extending the play and making plays. If there was space, he needed to take some space with his feet, he could do it. He wasn't a freak athlete when it came to with his legs and running the football, but he could make the plays when he needs it. And that's what Joe Burrow reminds me a lot of from an athleticism standpoint. And now the difference was, much like with Mahomes, he had time to throw the football. Mahomes stands back there for a dang near half second, full second longer than Burrow does. So you have more time to look for guys. So he doesn't have to, as often, make plays with his legs. He doesn't have to scramble out as often. He doesn't have to take as many shots as Joe Burrow does. So at the end of the day, I think Joe Burrow's taking more shots because he's not getting protected as much. And this is the thing with Andrew Luck, right? You remember Andrew Luck was getting destroyed. That's the worst case scenario for Joe Burrow is Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was getting destroyed behind that offensive line. They didn't finally shore up that offensive line until it was too late. They figured they finally straightened things out, and Luck was done. Unfortunately, because that's a heck of a player. But they waited too long to get that offensive line straightened out. You get that offensive line straightened out to a top 10 offensive line where Burrow's got a lot of time to throw that football and sling it around. He's going to find the open guy. He's going to avoid hits. Or you leave that pocket that open that long. Again, maybe he finds 5 or 6 yards. He can fall down and that's it. But it opens up the possibility of him throwing the football quicker. It opens up the possibility of Bengals offense working better. It opens up the possibility of running the football more. So Burrow doesn't take as many shots. The play action works more. The teams have to respect other parts of the game. And I think that's the thing. I think it comes back to protecting Joe Burrow. I think we've seen some strides in the offensive line, but we continue to see him make play after play to extend plays. So something else isn't clicking there. And we have to respect that he wants to extend the play because that's Joe Burrow. That is who Joe Burrow. You take the extending the plays out. It's like taking the legs away from a running quarterback instead of standing in a pocket. It's just not the same. Joe Burrow is an excellent quarterback. And he's an excellent quarterback plus some more when he's able to scramble out of the pocket. So I think he has to keep the play style. I think he can avoid some of the scrambling hits he takes, especially, on the sideline or something. I understand, there's some stuff he can avoid. He needs to learn to get down on, but there's a lot of stuff that's just a part of his game, and he has to play like that to be Joe Burrow. Nonetheless, love y'all's thoughts. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.